Hi guys, this is our final look at the book of Ruth, and as ever, you may want to pause this now and read Ruth chapter 4, the final few verses of this story. I'll pause. Hopefully you've read it now. Ruth chapter 4, this is one great big happy ending. This is the Hollywood movie-esque finale. The guy gets the girl. There's a romantic and glorious final act. There's the wedding. There's a child. There's a contented scene of Grandma Naomi holding the baby in her arms. And the Bible's not afraid of a happy ending. Let me just outline some of the things that go on. We know the story. Boaz steps up. He gets it done. He gets Ruth as his wife. He redeems the land, and as Boaz does that, people are watching on. And verse 11 tells us that the elders and all the people at the gate are speaking to Boaz and Ruth and say, "We are witnesses. May the Lord make the woman who is coming into your home like Rachel and Leah, who together built up the family of Israel. May you, Boaz, have standing in Ephrathah and be famous in Bethlehem. Through the offspring the Lord gives you by this young woman, may your family be like that of Perez, whom Tamar bore to Judah." These three things that they're saying, they say to Ruth, be fertile, like your famous forebears, Rachel and Leah, who had all those children, and it became the 12 tribes of Israel. Be fertile. To Boaz, be famous. Let you be known for your kindness and your goodness and your generosity. And they say to both of them, be fulfillers. May your family become like the line of Perez, who came from Judah, one of the 12 tribes. Be fulfillers, that we could become part of the line. And we know from how the Bible bears this out, that line, Judah to Perez, how that becomes part of the line of David and ultimately of Jesus. And so as they watch on these events, the crowd, they say, we are hoping the best for you, that you'll be fertile, that you'll be famous, that you'll be fulfillers. And we see in Naomi's story in the next few verses, her happy ending. Remember, this is Naomi who said, "Don't call me Naomi, call me Mara, call me bitter, because I went away full, I had a husband, I had sons, and I came back empty." Well, we see Naomi, it said of her that the Lord has not left her without. The Lord has given, the Lord has provided, the Lord has filled. She who was empty has now got a family and got salvation, really, and safety. This is a happy ending. And I just want to pick up really on one thing, really Ruth's story. So that hope that the crowds have that Ruth and Boaz would become, have a family like that of Perez, whom Tamar bore to Judah. That's what happened. Where does Ruth end? Well, it ends with a family line. It ends with a family tree, going back to Perez. And it's a series of fathers. Perez was the father of Hezron. Hezron was the father of Ram. Ram was the father of Amminadab. Amminadab was the father of Nahshon. Nahshon the father of Salmon. Salmon the father of Boaz. There's Boaz, who we know. Boaz the father of Obed. Obed was the father of Jesse, and Jesse the father of David. You see, these events that take place in the lives of one family, of Naomi and Ruth and then Boaz, they become part of a great big storyline. The story of God's king, David, the greatest king in Israel's history. And Ruth is included. What do we know about Ruth? Ruth, who was widowed. Ruth, who didn't have any children of her own. Ruth, who came, was the foreigner, the outsider, the destitute. Ruth, who had to go begging, effectively, in the fields, picking up the loose sheaves behind those that were harvested. the widow, the foreigner, the destitute, she becomes the great-grandmother of King David. She becomes part of what will be the royal line. And what we find is that as we open up the pages of the New Testament, the first page, the book of Matthew, there in the heritage of Jesus, there we find Ruth. Ruth, the foreigner, the outsider, noted, included in the line of Jesus. She is owned, she is claimed. The Bible says, and God says of her, she is mine. She has the honor, the privilege of being counted with Jesus. And that happy ending points forward to the truth that Jesus is not one who says, I want the impressive people on my side. No, Jesus claims and owns and includes people like Ruth, people of faith, people who are broken, who he heals, who he fills for his glory. And so Ruth leaves us on this happy ending, which is anticipating a greater happy ending. A time when all those who belong to Jesus will be fully fulfilled. All those who have been empty will find fullness in Jesus. The Bible, the end of Ruth is pointing us forward to the end of the Bible, when Christ will return and he, the King of all the earth, will be with his people. And everyone will recognize that those who are with Jesus, those who are claimed and owned by Jesus, they are blessed. Praise be to the Lord, who this day has not left you without a guardian redeemer. That is the claim, is the shout of the church. Praise be to God, who has not left us without a redeemer, who has not filled us, though we by ourselves are empty. I hope these little devotionals in Ruth have been encouraging to us. Let me pray as we finish up. Father, we thank you that this story is not just a story of one family, but a story of your great salvation and your great family. Lord, that somebody like Ruth could be included in the line of Jesus, Lord, is a pointer to the truth that Jesus brings all sorts of people, all sorts of broken, Lord, empty, bitter people into his family. He owns us. He claims us. He includes us. Father, we praise you for that. We praise you for his work of the cross. We thank you for his resurrection, and we thank you that there is a greater happy ending to come. Oh Lord, help us to look forward to that day, we pray. In Jesus' name, amen.